Indecision 2022 this morning. We are now less than a half hour away from the polls opening here in Metro Detroit this morning for the primary election. And the big race that everybody's going to be watching across the state is this one, the race for the GOP nomination for governor. There are 5 candidates that will actually be on the ballot, and the winner will face off against Governor Gretchen Whitmer during the general election in November. And then another big race, the seat for U.S. House 11th District. Incumbent Democrats Andy Levin and Haley Stevens are squaring off. They're both battling over one seat due to the latest redistricting map. And in the 3rd Congressional District, Trump-endorsed candidate John Gibbs is taking on Republican Congressman Peter Meijer. Meijer is one of 10 House Republicans who voted for the former president's impeachment after the January 6th insurrection. The former president has also endorsed gubernatorial candidate Tudor Dixon. Michigan election officials are also making sure that voters know their vote will be secure and it will count. Local 4's Nick Monticelli joins us now live in Warren with a look at what's being done across the state to improve voter confidence. Nick?
Good morning to you. So what's interesting is that everything is status quo, and that's a good thing in the sense of the message from the Secretary of State. They say that when you come to these polling places, which, as you mentioned, opens in less than half an hour now, that things are so secure because of all the different stopgaps that they have put into place.
I have always said that democracy is a team sport. It works best when we all participate and when we all, Republicans, Democrats, and independents, stand up to protect its integrity.
Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson is playing offense and defense already, trying to ensure Michigan voters' today's primary will be secure. She says what you see on Election Day is people casting votes. What you don't see are more than 1,500 municipal clerks and 83 county clerks, and each clerk is responsible for their votes. Clerks have no actual say in determining outcomes of an election. She also says it's a decentralized election system, so in order for fraud to occur, you'd have to have massive collusion of thousands of bipartisan officials in lots of different communities all working together to defraud the vote. And there's a checks and balances in the system, she says, including paper ballots, which is the physical evidence of a vote. Finally, bipartisan workers are in the room where votes are being counted. There is never single-party representation. Despite this, Benson is prepping for claims of election fraud.
We may see people laying the seeds for post-election shenanigans on Election Day, and we do see and we do hear some chatter about that, and so we're prepared for that.
All right, so again, the polls open at 7 a.m., open until 8 o'clock tonight, all over Metro Detroit, every polling location there is, unless, of course, you voted absentee. And as the saying goes, if you don't like the way that things are going, get out and vote. We're live this morning. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
Absolutely, and today is your chance. Nick, thank you. Of course, you want to stick with us here at Local 4 and on Local 4 Plus throughout the day after the polls close as well. Starting at 8 o'clock this evening, Devin Skillian will be live on Local 4 Plus with our pollster and election experts to break down the results as they come in.